Hello everybody, what is going on? And welcome back to the My Player Career Mode. I hope you are all doing fantastic. Thank you for tuning in to another one of my videos. We'll set a like target today. If you can hit 400 likes, you'll get yourself another episode tomorrow. That's the deal, and the support has been incredible recently, so I feel like we will be able to achieve that. Let's get started with today's episode. And actually, if you missed the previous one, we need to catch you up on a few things because you're already seeing it. Liverpool have reclaimed top spot in the Premier League. I say reclaimed, we held it for quite a while, but last episode, we were rested for a couple of Premier League matches and we ended up losing those. So we lost to West Ham by 1-0. We didn't play in that game. We beat Lille by 2-1, a 1-1 draw with Leicester. And then it was a 1-0 defeat as well to Everton. So, yeah, it's a bit annoying because we've held the top spot for quite some time and that's now gone. Luckily for us, though, there is a game to come today against Liverpool away at Anfield. And if we win that, we will get our top spot back. But anything less than a win means that we'll stay behind them. Of course, a draw will keep it as is. A defeat will be even worse for us. Before that, though, it's Wolves at home, Chelsea at home as well, still to follow. And we might even get into that Norwich away game at Carrow Road, but we'll see how it's looking today and the action we get. So, Wolves up first, sit back, relax, and hopefully enjoy. Wolves find themselves in 15th place at the moment, and these are the two lineups then. For us, we've got Leno in goal, Kolasinac, Gomez, Jonathan Tah, Gabriel, and Bellerin. Guendouzi in front of the back five, with Brozovic partnering in midfield. Myself, Salcido, and Reece Nelson as the front three. Wolves have matched our formation. And it's a pretty good side, so I'm not quite sure how they are down in 15th. There is one change I want to make before we head into kickoff here, and that is to turn competitor mode on. Just to try it out, it's not guaranteed to be staying on, but I haven't tried it out for quite some time now. And the last time I did it, the reason that I didn't like the competitor mode was because you had centre-backs doing skills and such like that. But yeah, let's just see. Maybe they've updated it. Maybe it's a bit more, I want to say, realistic, if that makes sense. And only the players who have, like, 4-star, 3-star skills are actually trying to do the skills. It was a bit bizarre watching centre-backs under no pressure, pulling off step-overs when they were playing it around the back five. That's one of the reasons that I just didn't like it last time. So yeah, we kept it off for the sake of realism, but we may as well try it out again, as it has been quite some time. Here at the Emirates, looking for 3 points that will keep us, well, behind Liverpool, depending on how their game goes. I'm not sure if they're playing at the same time, but we'll find out. And we really need a strong start today just to get the confidence going ahead of that Liverpool game. But it's Wolves who have looked pretty comfortable on the ball in the early stages of this. I mean, that 15th position they're in is ridiculous, really. They're a far better side than 15th, so I'm not quite sure what's going on and what they're doing this season, but they really should be doing a lot better. Golovin, Fabio Silva, great turn, offside, surely referee! There's the offside flag. Leno made the save anyway. So great goalkeeping once again shown. Back out to the left-hand side following a corner. We send it back in. Eddie Salcido is a bit far away from goal though. It's a free header, but it would have had to have been pretty spectacular from Salcido for that to have gone in the back of the net. And in the end, that's probably the best chance we've seen so far other than the Wolves offside chance. Here is Goulart for Arsenal with support in Brozovic. Ball through. This has had 0-0 written all over it until now, when we find the goal with 7 minutes to play. It has been such a dire game, but a rare moment of quality may have just won it for us. And looking at the way we've played, we just lack so much creativity today. Bit of a low confidence performance, you could say, which isn't a good sign ahead of a must-win game at Anfield, but I mean, when it matters most, we've come away with a finish. Patricio sort of didn't know whether or not he wanted to come out immediately. I took a really bad touch, and had he have made his decision early, that would have probably meant that he would have got there before us. But it's us who have given our side the lead, and surely now, with the way this game's gone, that should be the winner. Into the last of the 2 additional minutes here as Wolves have possession. No chance right at the end, please, as Boadu tries the back heel. And in the end, we come away with the 3 points. Performance-wise, though, there's a lot to be desired. But I'll see you when we take our trip to Anfield. Of course, we'll check out the sides before we head into kickoff. All right, here we go then. This is Liverpool's team. Alisson in goal, Robertson, Van Dijk, Romagnoli, and Alexander-Arnold. So only Romagnoli in there that doesn't actually play for Liverpool IRL. They've got Fabinho still at CDM, top quality central defensive midfielder. Koke and Cruz in front of him as the creative players. Mane on the left, Salah on the right, and Bobby Firmino down the middle. For us, the only changes I can actually see, in fact, there's 3. Pepe's in at right wing in place of Nelson. Benzema in for Salcido. Bukayo Saka as well in at left back. And maybe Vlasic. Maybe Vlasic was also not starting in the last game. But I'm going to be leaving the competitor mode on for this one as well, as we had it on for Wolves. Wolves didn't have a shot. Now, I don't know if that's down to competitor mode or if it's just the way that they were playing and such. Because, like I said, neither side were brilliant in that game whatsoever. But it might have just been one of those days, you know, where it was a bit of a struggle for both sides. But we'll see, I guess, here at Anfield then. Here we go. Liverpool still 2 points clear. So it has to win this game. It'll be very interesting to see how Liverpool play this one. Will they go for the draw at home, knowing that that will keep them top? Or will they try and win the game as Romagnoli has given away a very, very sloppy penalty? Handball. We do have the handball ruling switched on. And as he controls this ball here, he controls it onto his hand. Well, well, well. That'll be a talking point at half-time. Karim Benzema then will get the chance from the spot to give Arsenal the lead here at Anfield. And this could be the dream start for us. Here is Benzema, the skipper. Sends Alisson the wrong way. Liverpool 0, Arsenal 1. And is this the goal that potentially will be talked about if the title race is back on? Imagine if we end up winning it and it's really close. And this well might be the goal. People will remember that. I hope it's not for the sake of it being remembered about that penalty decision. I can't imagine it will be. There's a long way to go in this game and both sides have the capability to score goals. So I'd like to say there's probably going to be more than just the one goal here today, but you never know. And Liverpool have come straight back out here after we've gone 1-0 up and are looking lively. Sadio Mane. There's the goal that equalises things up. And that is exactly what I said. Both teams with the quality to put the ball in the back of the net, and Sadio Mane is one of those players. I mean, it's really nicely worked. Cruz's free kick doesn't really create too much danger for us, but we just don't defend the second ball, and Salah just knocks that through. Full credit to Sadio Mane as well, who smashes it past Bert Leno. And we have a game on our hands here then, ladies and gentlemen. Firmino linking up with Mo Salah really nicely, and that's a fantastic ball through. No offside flag. But Leno comes to our rescue. Really, really nice ball through. And Mo Salah on that weaker right foot still hit the target, and it needed saving. But Liverpool have sort of now begun to dominate this game a little bit more. Liverpool again, though, just sat now pretty much on the edge of our penalty area. Toni Kroos finding the feet of Firmino. He finds Salah. Salah's in. Back to Firmino. Jonathan Tah, with exceptional defending, stops Liverpool going 2-1 in front. But we haven't really even been in their penalty area. I mean, they're all over us. Toni Kroos with the corner. Fabinho's header. Are you joking? We saw an interesting penalty decision for our penalty. And, well, we've just seen another one. I challenge Fabinho. And I think he heads it onto my hand. I don't even know. Does it even touch our hand? I don't know. Well, well, well. Liverpool with a chance then to make this 2-1. Salah steps up. Saved by Leno. It wasn't a great penalty from Mo Salah, but Bert Leno, who's been in scintillating form throughout this season, saves Mo Salah's spot kick. Still 1-1 at Anfield. It's been all Liverpool in this second half. Immobile with a chance. He finds Alexander-Arnold offside. No, it won't be. And disaster for Arsenal. But jubilation for Liverpool, who have pretty much deserved that. We've been in survival mode this entire second half. It's been all Liverpool. Am I at fault for this? I think I might be. Yeah, it's my fault. I just don't track Alexander-Arnold's run. Fell asleep, got ball watching, and Leno, who's been unreal for us today, he's finally beaten for the second time. And to be honest, we've not deserved anything from this game. If you look at the quality of both sides, we have not had any. Liverpool, on the other hand, have been so calm, so collected in and around our penalty area that you sense the goal was coming. However, we still have 4 minutes to go. So, I mean, not all hope is lost yet, as there's an equalising goal for Man United against Sheffield United. Harry Maguire with that. Oh, well, that's not what you want to see. 2 minutes to go. Liverpool have the ball back. Salah Space torn into as well. And, I mean, they've got runners everywhere. They have so many options. Mo Salah, trickery, Keita's shot, blocked by Tar. But it's still not away from Arsenal. Here is Koke to Mane. Mane to Salah. And we had to win the game. My friends, there's no chance of that happening now. Mo Salah gets the third for Liverpool. They've been brilliant. And as much as I want to say we've been poor, at the same time, that's not the reason Liverpool have won this game. And it's not the reason they're top of the league, because they've shown some phenomenal football. So many times they could have rushed things. So many times they could have taken shots on where probably wasn't the best in the most optimal areas. Instead, they hold their nerve, they keep their confidence, they keep their composure, pick out that right pass, and it's ended up in the back of our net. So, yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to win. But truthfully, did we really expect a win from Anfield? Probably not. And looking at the way we played against Wolves earlier as well, I didn't really expect too much here as we fight with Fabinho, but can't quite get past him. He's so strong. And as time ticks away, that will be it. Keita, Alexander-Arnold down the line. Don't concede a fourth. Not 4-1. Salah here now gets to run at Joe Gomez, who's done well defensively. Saka can take this forward, and that is full time. Chelsea up next then. Meanwhile, elsewhere, the win for City actually climbs them to second, so we're down to third right now. Yeah, not ideal. And with Chelsea to come right here, we are in the team. We want to bounce back. We're halfway through the season. And if you'd have said to me, halfway through, that we'd have been in third, I'd have taken that 100%. But knowing that we were top for so long, it does feel a little bit harsh. But then again, we just lost against the team that hold top, so we can't say it's harsh. Leno keeps his spot, and he needs to, because without him, that could have been so much worse at Anfield. On the Chelsea side, Coutinho starts just in behind Timo Werner. Kennedy on the left, Gnabry on the right, Kante and Barkley with Chilwell, Diallo, Torres and Atal. Bentabani in at centre-back for us. Tar, Gomez, Kolasinac, Bellerin. Would have been nice to see Saka back at left-back, but it's Kolasinac who gets the nod today. Here we go. Brozovic, there's space here down the middle as Chelsea fall asleep slightly, and we've been able to send that through to Karim Benzema, who gives Arsenal the lead after 12 minutes. That was nice football. I'm slightly worried about today, the performances we've shown, because, you know, as things go, having lost that game to Liverpool, and then this game against Chelsea, these are tough games that, realistically, it wouldn't be that unheard of for us to have lost both. So that kind of football gives me hope that we'll get something from this game and keep trying to grind out results. Guendouzi, Brozovic, and Chelsea allowing us to kind of dictate the play this game. It's brilliant again. Benzema slides that through. What a chance, man. How have I missed that? Well, I didn't miss. The keeper saved it, but I didn't really put anything behind it. I kind of panicked and thought Kepa was coming out a lot sooner, so I just had to get anything I could to try and steer it past him into that far corner, and in the end, it was just such a weak shot. What is this Chelsea defensive line? I mean, it's a joke. Oh my! Take a bow, Brozovic. Take a bow. I'm going to just sit here and enjoy this. That was not expected whatsoever. But what a strike! I am so confused as to how this Chelsea backline is trying to play. Because defensively, like, you normally have like a line where you try and keep players offside. It's a joke. It's all over the shop. But Brozovic, what a strike. A rocket. No chance for Kepa. Arsenal 2 to the good. And this is the best way we could have asked for us to bounce back from that Anfield defeat. Kolasinac with an overlapping run, and Chelsea allowing him in behind. Here is Sead Kolasinac, needs to pick out the right ball. And that's something that Kolasinac has been guilty about a lot of times in an Arsenal shirt. Getting into those really good areas, but then that final ball not quite being there. He sometimes gets it right and then other times does that. And that was a nice chance for us really at the end of the half. But we can't be angry about it because we go in at the break 2-0 in front. Some half-time scorelines elsewhere for you then. No surprises at Anfield. Liverpool are 2 to the good in their game. And also City as well. winning in their match. So, yeah, the teams around us. As Werner, hold on. How? How did he just get a free shot at goal? Chelsea are right back in this. And they've offered very little going forward today until that. Chelsea fans going nuts. Timo Werner. I spoke about Chelsea's defensive shape. I mean, that's pretty bad from us as well. In fact, it's tragic from us. Terrible. Leno has every right to scream at his defence. And I hope he is. I mean, at his near post, there's not really much he can do when Werner's that close. So, out of nothing, Chelsea have got themselves a way back into this match. I'm pretty sure that's their first shot as well. I guess that's the quality they've got, though, up front. You know, if you give them even a half chance, they'll probably take it. And that's what they've done. Here is Benzema then. Let's get a third. Let's go straight up the other end and score again. Never mind. Third goal for Manchester City as well against Newcastle. As Werner squeezes that through for Barkley. Oh, my. Arsenal crumble. Oh, no. What was I saying in the first half? What was I saying? I take it all back. It's a shambles. Leno megged. Barkley scores. Arsenal 2, Chelsea 2. Shambolic. This is a massive sort of half an hour we've got now then. You know, otherwise, if you look at the title race, that'll put Liverpool, what? 8 ahead? Massive, or 7 ahead even. Massive, massive half an hour coming up. Kennedy for Chelsea, edge of the penalty area, trying to work the space for a shot. Here is Werner, found by Ziyech, and Leno closes the angle. Barkley keeps this alive though. Chelsea still with the pressure. Kennedy, and it's there again. And Kennedy heads into the net. The turnaround for Chelsea is complete. But Arsenal will be scratching their heads as to how they've allowed this to happen. I can't even speak. Bottle jobs. Bottle jobs. I can't quite believe this. We looked in great shape in that first half. We were comfortable. We were confident. Chelsea offered nothing. Whatever has been said from Frank Lampard at half-time has changed this game. Because Chelsea have looked like a different side in the second 45. And does that mean our title hopes are all but diminished? I don't actually know how we've allowed it to happen. You know, it just seems like we've sort of switched off second 45. I barely even touched the ball. And that's not even in advanced areas. That's kind of just in and around our own penalty area more than anything. And that miss that I had earlier when Kepa saved it at 1-0. I mean, it might have not changed the game because we did go 2-0 in front, of course. But, you know, chances like that we need to take. I have to take some responsibility as another change for Chelsea. Pulisic is on for Kennedy, the goal scorer. 5 minutes to go here. There's just no urgency for us to win this ball back either. I mean, we're just allowing Chelsea to play this around the park. And I imagine the fans inside the ground will not be happy as they share our frustration more than anything. As Reece Nelson now then trying to take us forward. Vlasic, look at the run here of Bellerin on the right-hand side. Vlasic will spot it as well. And is this a chance? Bellerin, why are you playing that first time? I mean, we'll take control of this, but we've still got a lot to do now then for a chance. Salcido, good hold-up play, keeps hold of this still. Eddie Salcido trying to find Pereira. Chance goes begging. I've been rambling for the past 8 minutes, but that's the frustration in me. I'm sure you guys can see it as well. And Werner, who has somewhat kind of changed the game, you could argue. And Sabani wins this back. Don't blow your whistle yet, ref. Oh! Get me out. Chelsea 3, Arsenal 2. Can't believe it. And that, my friends, is where we will end today's episode. We'll start off the next video with our trip to Carrow Road. Suffice to say, things haven't exactly gone as we were hoping they would today. But we've now slipped to 4th. We're joint on points with Manchester United with 18 league games to play. And more importantly, we're 8 behind Liverpool, who now hold top spot pretty comfortably, you could argue. I think if you'd have given us, you know, Champions League at the start of this season, we'd have taken that. We'd have bit your hand off at it, really. So for us to have been even top was quite something. Fingers crossed, though, we don't end up dropping out of the top 4 because that would be completely disastrous. All in all, we'll just keep grinding. We'll see what we can do come the end of the season. Goals have been a bit short for us, as you can see. Only Spurs really close to us, and they're below us, actually. In terms of the top 3, we're like 10 behind United and even more behind City and Liverpool. So that's really the area we're lacking this year when you look at the top 4. Goals conceded, we're similar, but it's just the goals scored that's been the issue for us. So yeah, we know already who are playing in the Europa League. It is, of course, Porto, and we'll hopefully get some action of the Europa League in the next month. No, it is the following month after that. So that Porto game, or games I should say, is quite some way in the distance. But if you did enjoy today's episode, a like would be greatly appreciated. As said earlier, 400 likes today to guarantee yourselves an episode tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support on the channel as well. Stay safe, everyone. Have a great day. Have a great evening. And I'll hopefully see you tomorrow for another episode. If not, probably Friday or Saturday. But yeah, I have every faith you lot will smash the like target. And I'll be seeing you back here tomorrow again. Until then, adios.